Hello and good morning, everybody, on this Wednesday, April 17th. I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam Channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. All right, we've got a little bit of shower activity out there this morning, a little bit of sun trying to break through the clouds. So what is this day going to hold for us? Something like this, like we're seeing from the Plano cam this morning here at 7:41 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Beautiful, even with the clouds this morning as we're looking down the street. Everybody looking good. A little more humidity in the air this morning, and we had just enough of disturbance overnight that brought us a few showers, even some rumbles of thunder, not a big deal. And we're going to continue to see that chance come back and forth over time. And I'm now looking at tomorrow being more of a possible severe weather day than today is looking. And originally we thought today would be one of those days when we would have a severe weather threat, but it appears now that it's going to be more like tomorrow. Today is very conditional. Whether we see a severe weather episode this afternoon or strong storms, it's very conditional in that if the clouds that you're seeing this morning, and like we're seeing right now on the AAA systems live cam from downtown, if we can keep it mainly cloudy like this today, I don't think we'll see anything at all with the approach of the cold front. Usually in this kind of a situation, we would see something, but the atmosphere is pretty well capped off. There's a lid on top of any rising air that's around. There's plenty of moisture, and there's plenty of even a bit of wind shear that is going on that could produce something. It would all be if it breaks the cap. And what would break that cap today would be if we get sunshine. But if we can keep it cloudy like it is right now, that canopy of clouds holds down on the instability. If something were to break that cap, though, break those clouds and allow the sun to come through, that's when we could get something. So I'm not completely ruling it out, although most of the forecasts that I've seen this morning have just been like, there's not going to be any thunderstorms this afternoon. And some of the models have been showing that too, but I'm not so sure I believe it. There's always that little part of me that's like, I'm just a little suspect. So I want you to stay on guard, because if we do get any atmospheric recovery from the rains that we've had this morning, we get a lot of sun, and all of a sudden we do get a lot of rising air that breaks that cap and knocks it open, the canopy of clouds, and we get enough daytime heating to heat things up just before the cold front comes in. Yes, there could be something that pops this afternoon. I'm not saying it will, and I'm also not saying it won't. It's conditional. And that's what I mean. Anytime I use that term conditional, that's what I mean. It all depends on how things play out from here into the afternoon as to what will happen later. Now, any sun that we're getting this morning, I'm not too concerned about. It is on into the middle part of the day when you get the higher sun angle and you get a break through the clouds. That's when something could pop. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, as I always do today. We'll follow it along. Hopefully it'll be like most are forecasting. Nothing much is going to happen, and we'll just keep it quiet this afternoon, and then maybe a renegade shower or thunderstorm pops up, but otherwise we're going to keep things low key, hopefully, today. All right, here is the severe weather threat. And again, it's on the low end of things. It's on the lower end of the scale. Here it is for today. The better severe weather threat is north of the Ohio River, eastern Illinois, pretty much all of Ohio, level 2 slight risk. We're in the level 1 marginal risk, but it goes all the way down into Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Pretty extensive area for just low end marginal risk. But it's there just because of what I just said. It is a possibility that if we get a break in the cloud cover this afternoon, then we would see some thunderstorms develop. If we can hold the clouds in here, keep the energy, the best energy away from us, then we won't have anything to worry about. Now, the sun is, okay, so we've got people like Henry who are already like, wait a minute, Henry, the sun is peeking out here in Edmonson County. Yes, but that is not that, okay? I'm not worried about that right now. Like I said, here, now, this morning, that's not an issue, all right? So we'll hopefully keep everything just kind of cloudy most of the day, and we won't have to worry about any kind of severe weather. Okay, let's continue on. Let me show you the individual threats. Tornado threat way off to the north. If anything does pop today, it would be more into Ohio. Severe wind, damaging wind threat, low end. Higher threat to the north. Same thing for the hail. This afternoon is going to be eastern Indiana, southern Ohio. All right. Let's look at tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is becoming a better organized possible severe weather day. And you can see that as we get into the afternoon and evening, yes, we're under a level 1 marginal risk. Most of the 65 and 75 corridors, and even 64 and 71. It is to the west that we see a level 2 slight risk for tomorrow afternoon and evening. St. Louis, that's St. Louis right there. Southern Illinois, Mount Vernon, over toward, say, Evansville, then to Owensboro, Madisonville, Paducah, down to Cape Girardeau. Those are the places that are going to be more likely to see severe weather tomorrow afternoon and evening. Tornado threat more to the west of us. Again, this is tomorrow, not today. Severe wind threat or the damaging wind threat, there's a low end threat here. Hail, same thing, low end threat. Again, the highest threat will be southern Illinois and the Boot Heel of Missouri, St. Louis area, under the gun tomorrow for the severe weather threat. After that, I mean, it's quiet. Look at all that. Day after day of quiet weather coming in the weekend and the coming days. Today, maybe nothing. Tomorrow, better chance of severe. Just from the way things are stacking up and looking right now, today would be a conditional weather threat if it should develop. It might not develop at all. All right, let's take a look at temperatures from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And it's a warm morning, as you can tell. Temperatures, in the 60s and close to 70. In fact, we've got a 71 in the usual cool spot down near the Cumberland River, near Burkesville. It's 71, almost 71. 70 toward Monticello, 69, almost 70, Russell County. Then you see mainly mid and upper 60s kind of around southern Kentucky. Some of these temperatures right over the Bowling Green area have been affected by the rain that we've had this morning, and it's raining right now just east of Bowling Green. I'll turn on the radar so you can see the showers. Well, let's turn on how much rain has fallen in those places. Well, we picked up about 1/10 of an inch, close to it, here in Warren County. About 2/10 of an inch up in Morgantown. 1400s as it's raining right now in Edmonton and Metcalfe County as of 7:50 this morning. Lighter amounts. You can see just very light shower activity. The highest looks like in our area has been up Grayson County, 3,600ths of an inch of rain. You go up to Hardin County near E-Town, and they have picked up a ½ inch of rain just this morning. So it depends on where you are, but there's the rain as of current time, 7:50, 10 before 8 o'clock. Winds are, excuse me, my sinuses. Yeah, my sinuses just keep on. It's like I think they're getting dried up and then they come back. 5 to 10 from the south, a little breezier back to the west. Gusts 15 to 20 from the south again today. There's that piece of energy coming through just east of Bowling Green. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's check on I want to check on the clouds here. I think I skipped over that map. Let's do this. Where is it? There it is. Let me click the right button, pull this up. We'll check on the winds here and satellite view and all that. So the winds are coming out of the south, 15, 20. Sort of a little bit of tightening of the isobars here. It's not really, really tight until you see where that low pressure system is, which is up over Wisconsin at 995 millibar. And you see tightly packed winds around the Great Lakes. And we're getting some of that offshoot of the winds here today. Radar, more expansive view showing that disturbance just east of us. There have been a couple of lightning strikes. I heard some thunder when I first got up about 4:30 this morning. But since then, all of that has moved off to the east. The big question is, will anything develop back here today? Most are saying no. I'm saying maybe, maybe not. So let's take a look at the clouds. And we're seeing the high resolution satellite view showing some breaks in the clouds as we're seeing right now. The big question is, will we get enough sun coming through, and will there be enough trigger? It can't just be just the sun by itself. The sun has to trigger something, either a boundary that we don't see or just ahead of the cold front, which is not here yet. There has to be a trigger besides the sun to get storms going this afternoon and this evening. And that's still a conditional situation. That's still not a for certain. That's still not a for sure that it's actually going to happen. So that's why we got to just let things play out and see what happens as we go through the day. Just be on guard just in case we do get some things pop up. All right, I'll look at the model viewer, blend of models. Next few days, there will be a change. There will be a wholesale change. Although it's not going to get cold, it is going to get cooler. And you can tell that just by looking at the stretch of numbers in this graphic. We go 80s again today, maybe mid 80s. We hit 86 for a high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green, making it the warmest day of the year of 2024, 86. And it was only 3 degrees shy of the record of 89 set back in 1924. Today, I'm going closer to 83, 84 instead of 85, 86, simply because of the cloud cover that's expected today. 71 is where we should be on average. So way above average, 15 degrees above average. It was yesterday. Tomorrow, back into the mid 80s, then the cold front, then the cooler air comes in for the weekend. We go into the 60s, which is below normal by about 10 degrees below normal, but it's going to feel nice and it's going to look nice. We're looking at a nice weekend. It's just going to be cooler. But you can see by even those low temperatures, it's not going to get cold. Low to mid 40s. You're not going to have to worry about bringing plants in or covering them up. That's not cold enough. Then we go right back into the 70s for next week, into next weekend, which is, can you believe, the last weekend of April is next weekend. When did that happen? It's just now the middle of April. Next weekend will be the end of April. Then it'll be May. It's going to be May. Yeah. Is that Justin Timberlake? It's going to be May. They don't say me in songs anymore. M-E, me. They say May. M-A-Y. It's going to be May. Anyway. So I would show you the surface maps, but like yesterday, they're wonky. They're messed up. And they know that they've got an issue. The National Weather Service working on those aviation maps and surface maps that we normally use here on the SAM channel. Those are not going to happen today. So just trust me on this. The cold front's back to the west. We've got instability and enough moisture out ahead of that front to maybe pop something in the form of a strong storm or two this afternoon. Most of the thinking right now is that it's not going to happen at all. But there's always that slim chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah, it's about that much. Missed it by that much, Chief. Remember Don Adams? Yeah. It's missed it by that much. Okay, so it's going to be like that. About 84 today, breezy, chance of a shower or two later this afternoon. The better chance of any thunderstormy weather will come during the day tomorrow. All right, let's see. Everybody in the chat room this morning, good morning to you. Everybody looking good. All right. Good morning to you all, and thank you as always for watching and listening. I'm on your radio right now at SAM 100.7. And then tonight I will be on your TV, News40 at 5, 6, and 10. In the meantime, have a great Wednesday. God bless you, and thank you for watching.